Opm say he don't pay that flight. Then they come like that.
See, they don't buy you up here. Come on, buddy.
You don't pull up for airport.
Up here.
You don't pull up.
Come on, buddy. You don't go.
No man.
I regretted sending them over. I regret so many things. I said, is it that bad? I know how many millions I spent on each of them to travel. The visas, tickets, everything. I regretted. Ticket alone was 2 million. Ticket alone. You know that for school fees. I regretted. When all this has happened, you feed 25 free schools. How many individuals or churches operate 24 free schools in Nigeria? How many is running free hospital? How many people have free restaurant in a university? Why? Why are you trying to discourage me? Why?
This video is majorly for the General Overseer of Opm MinistrieS. Yes, sir, anywhere you are watching, and also people who have the call of God upon their life to give to the needy. So the second aspect is that when you give these people, the people of darkness, when you give to them, so long as you are light, they can never appreciate what you are giving out. Why? Because light has no relationship with darkness. That is why when you are giving, before you decide to give to someone, you must make sure as a minister, when you want to give to that person, you make sure you try your possible best to win that person over to Christ before you start giving to most people. Because the truth is, a lot of people you see, they are actually in need truly. You are seeing them physically that they are in need, but spiritually, when you give them that money, they can still decide to work against you. That is why you see someone who is highly possessed. This person is highly possessed, have this power to cage so many destinies, but at the same time, while caging these destinies, they are still suffering. I remember this comedy then this Mr. Ibu and Popo did one time like that, and they were like, Papa was telling the father, Papa, yeah, something like that exists. There are so many people who are in need, but they are also possessed. The power in them would frustrate you as a light if you decide to help them. Every chosen one, even Jesus went about doing good, but yet the Pharisees, the people around them, the people around him, they kept on giving him problems. They kept on accusing him of different things. When it was time for Jesus to be crucified, he was kept in between two thieves, and they decided to choose Barnabas over Jesus. And Jesus, you and I know that Jesus was so pure. He did nothing. All he did was heal the sick, raise the dead. That was what he kept doing from place to place. But yet, because he was a chosen one of the Most High, he was also betrayed. He was denied 3 times by his own disciples. He was betrayed by his own as well. So the General Overseer of Opm MinistrieS, you need to understand that your ministry is something that is the reason you are still existing. God has a reason why you are doing those jobs. If you decide that you are not going to continue, it will affect you, because you are not just going to make people suffer, you are also going to suffer for it, because that is your calling. I know you say, you've done a lot for people, you've done a lot. Don't be surprised that in the record, where your records are, maybe you've not even done quarter of what God has called you for. So you will not, because of an agent of darkness trying to frustrate you, or the powers of your father's house entering into people who you have helped. Because the truth of the matter is that most of these people you see, it's not even them that are even frustrating you. It is the spirit, the power from your father's house. These powers will enter into these people, and they start manipulating them to make you want to give up. And the reason why you want to give up is because in fact, the reason why you are feeling frustrated and you feel like giving up is because you are doing a great job on earth. The things you are doing, because let me tell you, sir, if you are doing something that is not of God, these people will love you. Why? Because you are not fulfilling purpose. But because you are fulfilling this purpose, they will definitely hate you. They will continue to hate on you. Now, let's assume that Jesus was looking at all these things that the people around him were doing to him. He won't save us today. The name Jesus will not exist today. From generation to generation, Jesus has been in existence. The name cannot die. The word of God cannot die. The Bible, whenever you read it from Genesis to Revelation, it's still fresh, it's still new from generation to generation. In fact, you can give one person, you can give 5 people a Bible passage, and they will give you different different word, different meaning of that same Bible passage. So now that's to let you know that this word, the word of God, is a mystery. It's powerful. It still remains evergreen. So do not give up. These people you've helped, yes, they betrayed you. They mocked you. I watched where one of them was just saying all sort of rubbish. He said he was talking about offering money, that he doesn't want offering money anymore. Allow them be. Just don't allow them make you feel bad, or you start thinking to stop, because there are still some people who are chosen ones, assigned or connected to your destiny. Once you give up, their destiny will be cut short. So, and that will be another punishment for you, sir, wherever you are. And every chosen one watching this, I hope you are watching and you understand what I am trying to explain here. That is why a lot of us will keep going through this, whether we like it or not. So the only way out is to ask God for who to help and who not to. Another reason why most of this help people render, as in we chosen one, another reason why most of the help we render to people, we render most of the time, backfires, is because there are some people at that certain moment or point, God has actually kept them at that position to face a certain phase in their life that would teach them the way forward. And is just like a training. They are in their training process. They are in their separation process. A lot of Christians, even a lot of chosen ones in the Bible, experience that separation process. We all experience that separation process, a trying time, a time where you'll be going through a lot. When I say a lot, that is a trial time, a time of trial that you need to really take your time to understand so many things. Because if you do not understand things, you would not be able to stand in the midst of people. You will not be able to stand in the presence of thousands of people to preach and to educate people. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people today, motivational speakers, people who are now advanced, popular, famous, or whatsoever you may call it, they've been through this process, they've been through this situation. So most times, these people you help, the reason why it backfires, like they start to treat you somehow, is because most of these people, they are not meant to be helped at that point in time. They have been programmed to suffer at that period so that they can learn. Then another point is that some of those people you see, they are experiencing their karma. Yes, there are so many people you see that are going through hell. They are going through hell, like it is because of the wicked things they have done to their fellow humans. So now it is not their time to suffer. So you helping them is like you are telling God that what they did was right. So these are the things that a lot of Christians do not understand. I never understood all these things until recently, not quite long. I got to understand these things because I sat down, I kind of like, went back. I kind of like flashed back to all the memories, the things I had with people, then the revelations God revealed to me before I finally cut them off. Even most of them even tried to kidnap me, tried to poison me, so many nonsense. And God revealed them to me like, okay, this is this person's plan. This is what this one is trying to do to you. And most of the time, these people, they will still try to come back. Some of them would even go behind your back. They'll be saying so many ridiculous things about you, things you don't even understand where it's even coming from. I remember one like that. That was the time I started my pages, my YouTube page. I brought some youths together. These are people, they were living around me. And okay, I changed location, and somehow I decided to start something up. Like, we just started. I just didn't know where I was heading to. I just decided to work on some things, and I involved one of them that I was so close to, because I was into music then. So I decided to switch a little bit to something else. So they brought their own friends. One of them actually brought one of their friends. Now this their friend joined this group, and he was so forward in everything. Like, at first I liked the whole thing, but at some point he became worse. you know Creating pages just because he felt I was calm. I don't really, I tolerate people. I just associate with people. I laugh with you, even though you are not my mates, even if you're not my age range, or even if we're not of the same. I just welcome everybody. So at the end of the day, he started insulting me indirectly. Even at some point, he started telling me that I was a problem. At some point, I was like, what is wrong? Even the first time he joined the group, there was something he did. I kept my bag in their room. He brought out my card, my ATM card. He snapped it, and at some point they started withdrawing. I just started seeing debit alert on my phone. So even at some point, sending me scam mails, all those kind of things, like just like someone with you working against you. Then at that point I didn't know who was doing that, so I didn't bother to really talk about it. But at some point later, after some time, I blocked the card. Then that was that. I kept quiet. So one day God opened my eyes and showed me the same person, showed me where he was inside the water. Then later, after showing me who he was in the water, then he took me to another place. I saw him covering himself with a blanket. Then as soon as he saw me, he was holding an ATM card. So as soon as he saw me, he showed me the card and he covered himself again. So when I woke up, I was like, oh God, what are you trying to reveal to me? Are you trying to tell me that this person was actually the one who was deducting money from my account? So, but I didn't really take it too serious. I didn't, because then, even if God is revealing some things to me, I used to be so stubborn about most things. I won't even take it that serious. I'll just say, well, maybe it's just a revelation. Maybe it's just so. But physically, something happened before I cut them all off. Something happened. We shot a video, and they transferred the video after editing to his phone. So now he was in position to send me the video. He gave me his phone. He has actually forgotten. He gave me his phone to send the video to my own phone. So while I switched on the sender, trying to send the phone, automatically, the way God does things, I just saw so many ATM cards on this guy's phone. I didn't ask him who owns those cards, because I know what it means. So I said to myself, I said, oh God, so God, are you trying to tell me that dream I saw, that means this guy was the person who actually did that? So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to explain here is this: a lot of chosen ones, we all end up helping people who would kill us at the end of the day. And well, I would continue this video. I'll have a part two. So watch out for the part two of this video. So we'll continue. Stay blessed.